think that's good. That's perfect. Can you say yeah. Okay, so you can get started whenever you're ready. And we take some pictures too.
What inspired you to build all those cool Lego ships?
I had an after-school program, and I was looking for a way to connect with the kids in my after-school program, and so I bought a Lego kit to build a ship model as decoration for my class.
They liked it?
Yeah, the kids loved it, so I bought another Lego kit, and I combined it with the first one that I bought, and the kids liked that even more. And so since I combined the two kits and used my own imagination, I started after that just building ships from my imagination using Lego bricks.
My favorite kind of building is ships and Legos.
Mine too.
On a scale of 1 to 100, how much do you like Legos?
I'd say 1 to 100, you said? Probably about 50. The only reason I work with Legos is to connect with kids. If I didn't like kids, I wouldn't be working with Lego bricks. I do it because the kids like it. It makes kids happy.
How long does it take for you to build a ship?
Anywhere from less than a day to a week and a half, 2 weeks maximum for one
What was
ship.
your longest?
My longest in terms of building time was about 2 weeks.
How many years have you been building vessels?
4 years. I started when I was 50 years old. I didn't grow up playing with Lego bricks. So I didn't really start working with Legos until I had the after-school program.
How do you build all of those ships without pictures and instructions?
Well, I worked as a ship designer, so I designed ships. That was my job for a long time, and I used to watch ships growing up. I used to go down to the waterfront and just watch ships all day.
How do you find all the pieces you need?
Any way I can. So every Saturday for the last few years, I visit thrift stores from Wilmington, Delaware to Washington, D.C., just looking for used secondhand Lego bricks. I also go to flea markets and eBay. I rarely ever go to the Lego store to buy new bricks, and I never buy kits or sets new. So I'd say probably 90% of the bricks I use are secondhand.
Were you an architect for real ships, or did you help build them, or both? What was it like?
Both. I designed ships working for a naval architecture firm. That was the first job that I had. And then after doing that for a few years, I worked for a shipyard in Baltimore, and we did construction and installation on real ships.
What do you mean by the mean by the poor usage of technology on your website?
Poor use of technology would be technology that's not environmentally friendly, like fossil fuel, for instance, coal, for instance. The majority of electricity generated in the United States is by burning coal. So coal is not really an environmentally friendly use of technology. Also, water pollution. There's a lot of waterfront development now, and you get runoff from farms and runoff on developments that are on the waterfront. That's not good for the environment.
Did you see the Lego movie? Because he kind of didn't really care about like building Legos. He was just like an ordinary person that would do stuff every day. He would go to work as a construction person and go back. And then he felt there's some new instructions how to get in, and he lost them and he was looking for them. And he saw one of the main characters called Wild Styles, and he fell in a hole, led down to the piece of resistance, which could stop the cradle, which was like blue. And because the business was the person that owned the whole city, and they didn't want people like making things and ruining everything, so he glued them to the ground and made everything normal and stuff. And he went with master builders, which you are kind of, and he built 6-foot-long ships. And he found out how to make them.
You learn how to build off kit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's interesting because a lot of that is kind of what I do and applies to how I started, building with Lego. I didn't grow up, playing with Lego bricks, and I was 50 years old when I actually touched my first Lego brick.
You just explained one of my questions.
Oh, okay. And to answer your first question, I have not seen the Lego movie. Even though I do Brick Fest rather, events, and spending all my waking hours building and getting ready for exhibitions, I do it for the kids. So I'm not a personal fan of Lego bricks or building with Legos. Again, I do it because the kids like it. If the kids didn't like it, I'd probably be doing something else because I like kids first.
How did you learn to build with Legos?
Trial and error. I followed directions for the first kit that I purchased, and I merged the two together, and that was enough for me to start using my own imagination to build.
Did you ever, nope, oh no, this one. Did you ever build with the kids?
Yes, I did. And what I learned was that the kind of ship models that I built is kind of hard for kids to do on their own. So that's one reason I show the things that I build at events, because it's really hard for kids to follow the directions. And that's another reason I encourage kids to be creative and work without the directions. But sometimes it's a challenge for kids, you know.
I don't really like building with all these colorful blocks. I kind of like making things like what they should look like
Yeah.
ships I make from like old white bricks and stuff. So yeah. Did you have any activities for the kids on how, did you have any advice for the kids on how to build ships?
Yes, I'd say one thing to do if you're going to build an entire ship and not just use the what they call the monohull, which is like a plastic one piece that forms the entire bottom of the ship. If you're going to build a whole ship just using the bricks, I would say that the first thing you need to do is to learn technique for building the front of the bow of the ship. And once you do that, the hull of the ship, you know, from front to back, that and the width of the ship are the two most important things to get the final product to look proportionally correct.
I don't like build the whole thing out of like, because I used the big plastic thing.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't have experience yet.
Yeah.
In like
Well, that's what I learned, you know, working with the kids, was that doing the entire ship, including the hull, the bottom piece, with just using the bricks, that's very difficult for a lot of kids.
It's kind of hard because I don't know how to connect all of them so it wouldn't just like fall apart and stuff like to make it stable.
Oh, well, that's actually kind of easy. What you have to do is you make sure that all of your bricks overlap each other from, say, one level to another. So as you build vertically, you want to make sure that all of your bricks interlock, so that all of your studs, you don't have seams vertically lining up. You want to make sure that your studs overlap each other vertically. That makes sense?
Do you use like 4-piece or a 2?
You basically want to build, using 4 pieces.
Yeah,
But-
because you have 2 to put the next one on.
Right,
So it
right,
would be
right,
able to-
right. So for every 2 bricks that you butt together, you want to have 1 brick on the bottom and on the top to hold the 2 in the middle together. Right.
What are some of your favorite ships that you built?
I guess my favorite is it's a combination. It's my own design, and it's a combination of a submarine tender and a submarine rescue ship. And I guess another one is an oil drilling ship. I would say those are my 2 favorites.
Kind of like the one out there.
The one out there is actually one of my favorites. Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of real ship?
My favorite kind of real ship, I would say that has to be the cruise ships that they're building now. I am just blown away at these mega cruise ships. I mean, they're just like floating cities. And I like it because the ship designers now have a lot of freedom to be creative, you know, when they design these cruise ships. I mean, they got water slides on them now, and you can, brick walls where you can climb, all these kind of outdoor activities that you used to could only do on land, now you can do them on these new cruise ships. So I think it's just tremendous. I think it's incredible.
The biggest ship that I've ever done was, since I like the Lego movie so much, I decided to do that for my birthday.
Oh, okay.
All my friends would watch that. And so I have spent a lot of money on this ship. It was $270. I saved up my allowance and I bought it. It was 2,741 pieces.
Wow. You counted every single piece you used, huh?
No, it just says it on the
Charlie, can you say thank you for the interview?
Thanks for the interview.
Thank you. Well, you really did your homework. I wish every reporter was as well prepared as you. Terrific.